next video is going to be replacement of this destroyed transmission pan. That was the plan. It seems to be that there's a little delay in shipment. I guess I didn't place the order in time to get it for today, so it's not coming till tomorrow. So basically what I'm going to do today is, I guess this will be like BMW 645ci rebuild part 1.5, and maybe I'll give a little walk around too, and let you check out the car. I know that we didn't get a lot of actual car footage in the first video. It was mostly just our travel and journey and all that kind of stuff. So I'll do a little walk around, let you see that interior, and you know, just it's a little cruddy, like I said. I'll probably take the Copart ID numbers and stuff off the front and just do a little fast forward with that, you know, just to kind of get some content out there, just so you know that we're steadily working on this thing. And from what I've been finding so far in the car, just the overall condition outside of the interior, I'm just not quite sure. You know, they spend a lot of time cleaning the outside of the car, I guess I could say. It seems like it's been waxed and polished and all that kind of stuff throughout the years, but the inside is just, I don't want to say it's hatefully bad, but it's not good. It's not good. So, but like I said, it's got that tan interior, which I don't particularly like anyway, but it's trimmed in black. So I've got my eye out for a black leather interior set, and I think I can go through 2010 with the interior, and it's just a direct swap. I'm not quite sure what I'd have to do to go into like an 11 through 16, or maybe even move into the 640. I'm not sure if the plugs under the seat and all that kind of stuff would still work. I don't know. Maybe somebody could tell me that. You know, but for right now, I'm just gonna start getting these letters off, and I'll give you a walk around. You know, and hey, sorry about that lighting situation. I didn't even realize it was, you know, my head was kind of in the clouds working on this thing. Being up, we were up 24 hours, and then got up at the crack of dawn and started tinkering around the next morning. So I had no idea that light that was hanging underneath the hood was just like right here the entire time, and nobody could even see my face. Not that you want to, but you know, I apologize for that. So we'll get these things, these video things worked out. You know, I'm a total newbie in that regard. So stay tuned, and I'll give you the walk around. All right, so here it is. I'll do a roundup of price and cost and everything as far as the Copart, what it sold for, my fees. We didn't pay anything for shipment because we went and got it ourselves outside of gas. And we've got a trailer that we can use, so we saved some money there. But I'll get into all that a couple videos down the road once I start seeing exactly what we got with this transmission and what kind of parts I got to throw at this thing. But anyway, as far as the body goes, the body's pretty straight. You know, no damage or anything to the body outside of this right here. Looks like there might be some filler in there, like something had happened at some time, but it looks like factory paint here. I can kind of see where they transitioned a little bit right around in here and here. So I'm not quite sure what happened there to justify using that much filler. There's a decent amount of filler in there, but there doesn't seem to be any damage to the actual body part underneath the filler, so it's kind of weird. I don't know, but I guess this is probably a tough spot to have filler anyway, because of this hood slamming and it's heavy, and there's probably a lot of flex going on in here. So yeah, we'll take care of that. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it needs tires, so we'll end up getting tires. The wheels are really nice. I like those wheels. These are actually M Sport wheels. So yeah. Oh, I've got Maggie to come in here and say hello. So I'm going to handle all the getting all the crap off the windows. But yeah, let's see here. It's just dirty, filthy dirty, but no dents or damage to the body itself. We've got this little light. It's cracked, so that's going to need to be replaced. Trunk's all clean on the inside. I didn't shut the trunk all the way because we got the battery disconnected, and you know how that goes. You shut this with the battery disconnected, it's a pain in the ass. You're supposed to be able to pop this and use the key, which there is a key slot in here, but it doesn't pop it. It sounds like something's happening in there, but it just, I guess maybe I got to get in there and look at the linkage and the lock mechanism and see what the story is with that, why it doesn't manually open with the key. But you know, all the taillights are good. I did a little bit of plastic restore here. It wasn't so bad, but I just wanted to kind of put it on heavy and see how it responded to it. So I was just letting that sit and soak in. But yeah, here's the interior of this thing, and I'm not quite, I know the history of the car, but I don't know it like in and out. I know that it was like a leased vehicle at one time in its life. Then it was sold. It's gone to a couple different states. I think there's like 3 owners, and then the most recent owner got it like end of summer of 18, and I guess didn't keep up with their payments, so it was repoed. This is a repo. So I'm not quite sure what type of dealership that the car was at the last time around, but I could see that there's been some kind of like touch-up stuff on the inside, and that's what's crazy. The outside, like I said, is straight and true and factory paint, and it looks pretty good. I mean, a good buff and wax and this thing's gonna shine like a diamond. But the inside, like I noticed here, and like I said, I got this restore stuff on here, but there's overspray on this black, tan overspray on this black. And if you look closely here, there's tan paint starting to flake. So it looks like to me that, and even here too, tan paint flaking. It looks to me that at some point in this car's life, someone tried to dress the inside up by taping it off or not taping it off in certain spots, and hitting this probably with some sort of a vinyl paint or something, and they just didn't prep it right. It's just kind of looking crappy. You know, you can see it here where arm would rest all the time. I mean, it's dirty, but yeah, it just doesn't, it's just not all that great. So all this needs to be attended to. But on the bright side, like all this leather all in here is all good. Like all this leather is good. The dash is good. The console, you know, it's got the normal elbow wear, but it's not like eaten all the way through. But all these parts are readily available, easy to come by. Steering wheel, it's got some peel here. The leather's kind of going. But it's got this kind of brushed aluminum or stainless steel look trim, which is nice. There's a little bit of delamination right in here. But like I said, this part right here is like eBay all day long for next to nothing. If I really wanted to, you know, kind of, you know, go to the extreme, which I probably will anyway. You know, it's just a couple bucks. It's not very expensive. But these seats, it just, you know, you got your normal bolster rip, driver's side entry bolster rip here, which isn't all that bad. I mean, that could be fixed, but the thing that just really, I just don't like about this interior is it even looks like this interior was touched up with some sort of an overcoat. And the way that I can tell here is, once again, we got this peeling here. You can see I can just get it off with my finger. We got this peeling here, and it's on the leather too. So it kind of looks like that's cracks in the leather, but it's not. It's just whatever the hell they sprayed on these panels. It looks like they just kind of misted the seats in the same stuff. And I don't know, man. It just looks like crap. I'm not sure if I can bring them back. I'm not even sure if it's worth bringing them back. I've seen on eBay a complete black seat set, 2 fronts and the rear, for under $1,000 in low mileage cars. So, I mean, that's a couple hours of work. And I'm going to have to take this stuff out anyway, because I'm going to do all these right. You know, I'm going to take all these out and degrease them and scuff them and use the proper paint and paint them. Or strip them down and get to the you know, to the plastic or vinyl that's underneath and see what the condition is. It's not done way down, like it's not done way down there around where that leather is. It's just on these top sides. So I'm just wondering if maybe there was just some sun fade here, and some dealership just tried to dress it up, you know, and they just had their like detail lot boy just kind of spray it, and just didn't do the greatest job. It probably looked really good while it was on their showroom floor, and maybe looked halfway decent for a couple months, but now it just looks like crap. They just didn't do it right. So there are just some things that we'll take care of. Let's see. Come around here to this side. These BMW sill plates, they light up, so they work. Navigation works. You know, got a little bit of, you know, a little bit of chrome peel, coating peel on that. I guess they call that the iDrive knob. So that's peeling. You got these shim sham aftermarket crazy floor mats. I don't even know why you would put them in a car like this. Matter of fact, I haven't even moved them, so I couldn't even tell you what it looks like under there. But I mean, it's not bad. So I mean, I know you can't really see, the battery's disconnected, so there's no light down in there, but it's not bad. The carpets could be cleaned, factory mats put back in it. You know, and that's why I say, even if I did the black leather seats and rear, you know, because you have this dark, or almost, you know, dark gray, almost black leather here, and then the dash and everything else, I think the black seats would kind of correlate pretty good with the tan trim and the tan carpet. That way I don't have to go ripping the carpet out and doing all that. But these are just thoughts right now, because, you know, we've got to tackle that transmission pan debacle, which should be short and sweet. I mean, I know adding transmission fluid to these cars can be cumbersome, I guess, and that's kind of putting it lightly. There's like a fill port on the side of the transmission. You got to get the car perfectly level. You got to fill it up until it starts weeping out of the fill port. Then you close it up. You run the car, and then you got to get underneath of it while the car is running and take the, you know, open that port back up and continue to pump fluid in it while it's running, until it starts to run back out of the port again, the fill port. And it doesn't seem like a great design, but these are supposed to be maintenance-free transmissions or lifetime oil transmissions or something like that. Yeah, it's lifetime until the oil transmission pan gets busted to heck and back. So anyway, if anybody has any pointers on that, send them my way. That's going to be something we're going to be doing here in the next day or so. Hopefully this pan will come tomorrow, and I'll get the fluid and everything we need. The pan has an integrated filter into it, which is also something I wasn't even aware of. Just learning as I go here. So hopefully we can get the fluid and everything we need, and that pan comes in tomorrow, and we should be able to know, hopefully by this time tomorrow, whether the transmission works and shifts and drives. So that's going to be a kind of a deciding factor on which direction we're going to go, because if I've got to replace the transmission in here, it's going to be pretty expensive. So that'll start taking away from budget stuff on, you know, kind of the unnecessaries. So, but like I said, I still don't even really have a plan. Oh yeah, I'm missing this little trim here. You see it? It's just like a chrome trim that comes and it goes into a T. I'll show you on the other side what it looks like. Yeah, it just kind of swoops down here. I'm sure that's another, eBay or online find, I'm sure. Alright guys, that was just a quick one there. The whole video, kind of quick. I just wanted to put something out, just like I said, because that pan was delayed by a day. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that we were moving forward. Any questions that you guys might have or any pointers, I'd really appreciate them. Like I said, make some suggestions. Tell me which direction you'd like to see us go with this thing. Hopefully, my fingers are crossed, hopefully tomorrow we get that pan and this sucker runs and drives great, and then we can move into the fun stuff. But it's a gamble. Anytime you buy a car from Copart that's listed with mechanical damage, it's a gamble. So I was totally aware of that going in, but so far it seems like I think I'm a little ahead of the curve a little bit here, as far as the way that the car, the engine wise, runs. Like I said, I appreciate everybody watching. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell, because I'm going to keep these pumping out. Even if I don't have something really big, a big undertaking to take care of, I'd like to put something out so that everybody knows that we're still moving forward. So you guys keep watching, because part 2 is coming out soon, and we'll see you then. Thanks.